Hello students, welcome back to one more session of personality development and communication skill sessions. So in the last few classes, we have discussed about the different personality theories. So we'll move on to the next aspect of personality, that is the determinants of personality. So determinants means those factors which influence the total behavior, perception, and attitude of a person. So there are several forces, external and internal, which have an impact on the way a person behaves. Okay, so there is a combination of biological, genetical, socio-cultural, intellectual, and also educational factors which influence the total behavioral pattern and thinking pattern of a person. So these are the few determinants. So I told you before. So there are genetic factors, physical factors, biological factors, emotional, socio-cultural, and intellectual. So one by one, these factors we'll study in detail. So first and foremost, we'll talk about genetic factors. So genes means that with which we are born or with which we come into this world. So we have a concept called as heredity. So heredity is nothing but that device or equipment which is inbuilt in us from the time we have been conceptualized in this universe. Okay, so there is a concept called as nature and nurture. So when you talk about genes or heredity, it is the nature part, means those things, the DNA with which we are born in. So our DNA footprints will tell how we will be. It may be how tall, short, fair, dark, confident, timid, outspoken or introvert, so whatever it is, so that is there in our DNA footprint. Based on that, our personality will be shaped into, together with which so nature is about genes, then nurture means the external environment in which we are being brought up. So the way we have been taken care by our parents, the environment in which we are born, it may be physical environment, also social environment. Okay, so this nature and nurture are interlocking aspects, so they are very much necessary for the growth and development of a person and into a personality. So the whatever that mask, the persona what we are wearing, is because the DNA footprint and also the surroundings in which we were born, we were being brought up. uh, Studies have proved that our genes or DNA have a very strong role. So there was a research on twins by Ock Teligan and his colleagues in the University of Minnesota. So he has uh, done research on twins who were brought up apart at a very young age. Means they were born as twins, but they were raised differently in two remote areas. So number of questions and personality traits questionnaires were made for them, and it was found out that basically the temperament, the habits, the behavior, attitude of the person of the both the twins were more so similar, even though they were raised by different people in different places. So our personality footprint is there within our DNA. So it may be suppressed for some time, but uh, or it can be molded, but it cannot be totally changed. So that's what the meaning is. Means even though you are raised in different environment, the genes what you have will always have a reflection on your personality, your behavior, your perception. So But you can't say that environment doesn't have any impact on our personality. So it is a mix and match of nature and nurture. That is our genetic factors and environment factors together are very much necessary in the growth and development of an individual into a personality. Next is physical determinants. So physical determinants means all those factors which tells us about how we look, how strong or weak we are. So physical determinants include our physical appearance, that is a height, weight, looks, color, complexion, uh, the type of hair, uh, then the skin tone, the facial setup, the body structure, everything. So physical appearance does have an impact on personality. Normally, in our society, uh, we have the good-looking people are having more attention. They are more appreciated. They are more sought after, loved after. Even in terms of career, people with good appearance are given a priority. So this will definitely have a negative impact on people who don't have a pleasing personality. So indirectly, our appearance does have both positive and negative impact on the way we behave. So if you have been neglected because you don't look good, that will have an impact on your emotions, on the way you think about people. You become very insecure, less confident, always thinking negative about others. Okay, so the way people treat us because our looks does impact on our uh, personality and our outlook towards life. The next physical determinant is energy, strength, and physique. So energy means the enthusiasm, the rhythm in which we do work. So some particular type of jobs need physical strength and physical energy. So a weak person will not be sorted after. And in that race, in that competition, that weaker person will be overlooked, neglected, laughed upon, which will have a negative effect on him. So physique means, again, it is the way you look, how strong or built up you are. The next aspect is health. So good health always is a positive attribute, feather in a cap, because with good health you have uh, a positive frame of mind. You're motivated, you are happy, and work things will be easy. People will uh, appreciate you. So this good health will always be having like a an added weapon to uh, develop that charisma and charm in your career life. So on the other hand, if you are suffering from chronic diseases, these diseases will have an impact on the way you behave, because that pain will have an impact on your thinking power. So there will be negativity, there will be weakness, frustration, stress, anxiety, which will definitely have an impact on your mood and the way you deal with people. Then the next attribute is physical defects. The physical defects in the sense, uh, whether that person is blind, deaf, dumb, or maybe uh, partially handicapped or totally handicapped. So when you are there is a physical defect, naturally, even though doesn't, if the other person is not telling you you are physically handicapped, but that thing is always there, that I don't have what others are having, I'm a bit less privileged, or god has done some mistake or something like that. So there is always a negative side which always overlooks, and people may feel demotivated. But with all of these things, we also have the positive side. So you can't say that people who don't look good or have physical defects or have diseases don't excel in the life. We have very good examples for this. Say, for example, your Helen Keller, Thomas Alva Edison, then and uh, Einstein. So these people also had some physical problems at the young age, but still they have created wonders. So it's all about not only about physical strength, but if you have a problem with your physical appearance, strength, and physical defects, so if there is someone to motivate you, to boost you, and to have a positive type of life, still you can have a better personality. So you can't say that physical determinants, or physically, if somebody is weaker, doesn't mean that he is always inferior or lost. So there are many cases where physically hampered people, or people who don't look good, have created wonders. They are confident, and they have also raised other people's hopes towards life. And the third determinant of personality is biological factors. So when you say biology, it is all about our nervous system, our endocrine glands, how they function, whether they are proper or not. So when the nervous system means, those all nervous system is very much important, because the proper functioning of the nervous system will have good health, good coordination, physically, mentally you are strong. If there is an imbalance in your nervous system, there may be problem in coordination of your motor skills, there may be mental retardation. So nervous system also can create positive and negative effects. On the other hand, endocrine glands are the glands. You can say the five glands like adrenal glands, pituitary glands, your thyroid gland. So these glands are pancreas. So all these glands are those glands which secrete hormones, and hormonal imbalance will have an effect on your body, your metabolism, your development, and which will indirectly hamper your physical and mental health. So, proper functioning or balanced hormonal secretion is very much necessary for people to have a sound, positive personality. If there is over or under secretion of these glands, say for example pancreatic glands, these glands secrete the hormones called insulin. So if there is an imbalance in this, you may have diseases related to diabetes, sugar level. On the other hand, thyroid gland, so if there is a hypo or hypersecretion, your metabolism will have an impact. So total your body physic, health, and development will be hampered. So your biological factors, that is your nervous system and endocrine glands, to a great extent, as they are directly linked with your personal health, physical health, will also have a direct indirect impact on your personality. Because if you are healthy, you have positive thoughts, you have motivation, you feel secured, you feel enthusiastic, you feel motivated. On the other hand, if health is going down, there is stress, anxiety, which leads to frequent mood changes, frustration, lack of energy towards work, lack of enthusiasm towards anything. So this will overall have a negative impact on the way you do work, you behave with your friends, family, and also in your career. So these were the few three types of determinants of personality which have an impact on the way your mood will be, or the way you feel secured or insecure, motivated or demotivated. So there are further certain determinants which we'll be covering in our coming classes. So that's all for today. I hope you have understood. Please raise your questions, comment, subscribe, and like the channel so that you get further notifications. So raise questions so that we can deal with them in our coming classes. So that's all for today. Have a good day. Bye.